Welcome back to the Dinar Community Channel, your trusted source for real-time updates, financial analysis, and global currency news. Today, we bring you a development that has stunned economists and investors alike. The Iraqi Gazette has officially published a new exchange rate for the Iraqi Dinar, marking a watershed moment in both Iraq's economic trajectory and the lives of investors around the world. This isn't simply a number on paper. It represents a shift that could redefine Iraq's financial future and validate years of preparation by countless holders of the dinar. Stay with us through the end of this report as we unpack the Gazette's announcement, what the $3.91 rate means for investors at home and abroad, how banks and international markets are reacting, insights from leading experts, and a motivational reminder of why endurance and preparation always matter. Why the Gazette matters. The Iraqi Gazette is not just another government bulletin, it is Iraq's official, binding legal record. When rates, laws, or decrees appear in its pages, they carry the full weight of national law. For decades, analysts, investors, and everyday currency holders have watched the Gazette with laser focus, knowing it represents the line between rumor and official action. That line has now been crossed. Multiple confirmations indicate that the Gazette has formally published a rate of $3.91 per IQD. This move does far more than strengthen Iraq's currency. It demonstrates a nation reclaiming its financial sovereignty and credibility on the global stage. In one stroke, Iraq has signaled transparency, stability, and readiness to engage as a serious global economic player. What $3.91 means in real terms? Let's break this down. A single 25,000 Iraqi dinars note, long considered modest by many, now equates to about $97,050 USD. Even a relatively small holding of 100,000 Iraqi dinars translates to over $390,000 USD. For those who have quietly held onto their dinar for years despite skepticism, the numbers are nothing short of life-changing. Larger positions, which are common among long-term investors, point to 7- and even 8-figure outcomes. This isn't just about money, it's about transformation. Paying off debt, buying homes, launching businesses, funding education, or securing generational wealth are no longer distant dreams but tangible realities. For many, today feels like vindication. After enduring years of doubt, ridicule, and endless speculation, the Gazette's confirmation validates their patience and belief in Iraq's potential. Global market and banking reactions. Reactions have been swift across financial capitals. Major institutions in the US, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East are already adjusting their systems to reflect the new reality. Internal rate screens at multinational banks are being quietly updated, an operational move that shows real readiness rather than speculative hype. In the Middle East, the development is being interpreted as a declaration of Iraq's resurgence. Backed by oil wealth and reform momentum, Iraq is stepping forward as a regional leader. Analysts note that a $3.91 valuation places Iraq's currency alongside respected regional benchmarks like the Kuwaiti dinar and Omani rial. Meanwhile, in the U.S., major banks including Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan Chase, and Bank of America are finalizing procedures to handle exchanges for everyday holders, often referred to as Tier 4B investors. Dedicated redemption centers are reportedly standing by, prepared to manage compliance checks, structured payouts, and the heavy flow of appointments. This shift moves the conversation from speculation into execution. Banks are signaling not if, but when. Expert perspectives. Economists and analysts are weighing in with a mix of enthusiasm and caution. Dr. Ahmed Al-Obidi, a well-known Iraqi economist, called the Gazette announcement a cornerstone of Iraq's economic renewal. He believes the new rate can drive foreign investment, fuel job creation, and support vital infrastructure. Susan Carter, a U.S. financial analyst specializing in emerging markets, noted that Iraq has finally broken free from its artificially low peg, ending an era of post-conflict undervaluation. She sees ripple effects across regional economies. Michael Chen, a global Forex strategist, acknowledged the excitement but reminded investors that sustainability depends on strong fiscal management, political stability, and sound monetary policy. Together, these voices emphasize both opportunity and responsibility. Guidance for investors. For investors, today marks not the end but the beginning of a new stage. Some key steps. 1. Rely on official sources only. Stick to the Gazette, the Central Bank of Iraq (CBI), and verified banking announcements. Rumors will be rampant, but clarity is non-negotiable. 2. Organize your documents. Ensure IDs, passports, proof of dinar purchase, and other records are current and ready. Missing paperwork can cause costly delays. 3. Expect structured payouts. Banks may release funds in stages to manage liquidity and compliance. Be patient and plan accordingly. 4. Guard against scams. With excitement at an all-time high, fraudsters will emerge. Avoid shortcuts and only deal with verified institutions. 5. Seek professional financial advice. Sudden wealth without wise stewardship can vanish quickly. Build a strategy with qualified professionals to turn today's gain into lasting prosperity. Beyond numbers, the power of perseverance. This moment is more than financial. It's a testimony to patience and vision. For years, holders endured skepticism and doubt. Yet those who stayed the course now stand as proof that perseverance pays. Each note held was more than paper. It was a declaration of belief in renewal, in Iraq's recovery, and in transformation. Today's Gazette publication validates not only financial expectations but also the strength of conviction. Hope stretched across decades has now turned into reality. And the lesson is clear: resilience creates results that skepticism cannot erase. Final thoughts. The Iraqi dinar's official revaluation at $3.91 per IQD, as published in the Gazette, is not just a headline, it is history unfolding. For Iraq, it marks a new era of credibility and strength. For investors, it is the realization of a long-held vision. But remember, this is only the start. As banks roll out official procedures and global systems adapt, your discipline and preparation will determine how well you benefit from this once-in-a-generation moment. Stay connected with us here on the Iraqi Dinar info channel for verified updates and step-by-step guidance. The journey has been long, but the best chapters are just beginning. Disclaimer: this content is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial, legal, or investment advice. Always consult with licensed financial professionals before making decisions about investment or currency exchange. Act responsibly. Your future deserves wisdom as well as preparation. Like and subscribe for more videos.